Well, I mean, in football, aren't they always? But her tone was different. Come to find out, there was more to it than that.
There was a bounty on you for that defense from New Orleans. You retire after another year, 2011. You're out.
When I left the Saints game and flew back that night, I thought on that plane the whole way, you'll never have this opportunity again. And I just kind of let it go. And when Hutch and Ryan Longwell and Jared Allen came down, that was the...
His teammates came down to his home.
Ziggy's plane.
And basically recruited you and begged you to come back.
And the things that they said, I had thought about. Did I want to endure the hits? And I never told anybody at the time. I finally started feeling them, and they stuck with me. You know, for the longest, I think people, including myself, thought I was invincible. And it seemed like, damn, we can't hurt this guy. The last couple of years, they hurt. And I didn't like them. And they stuck with me longer and longer. But I also thought, if I don't go back, I'm going to say, what if I'd have went back? We'd have won it. You know, people would say that. We'd be sitting here talking about,
no doubt.
You know, with the team y'all had you gone back, you guys had a good shot. And that would have drove me crazy. Well, you know that it wasn't to be. We won 4 games or something, and I got beat to hell, and it just was not good. But as much as people want to say, I bet you wish you didn't play that one, I'm glad I did, because I know. Whereas if I didn't, I would have said, you know, I'm always going to regret not going back that last year, because I played outstanding. How could you not say I still got a little left in the tank? And I mean, maybe I had something left in the tank, but it just wasn't meant to be, and that's what I needed to know.
One of the greatest nights I've seen as just a viewer of sports on TV was this past year. So in 2015, when they retired your number at Lambeau Field.
It could not have been better. The weather was outstanding.
Meaning it was like between rain and snow.
It was like, I mean, it could have been a little worse, but it was like only in Green Bay. When I walked out on the field, and there's 70,000, if you were out there, I mean, if you watched from TV, you had to say, damn, that's pretty special.
It was phenomenal.
But if you were there, it was impossible to not feel the emotion. The fans, typical Green Bay fans, man, they showed up.
There's got to be immense peace in that for you at the end of this long.
Absolutely, it's a big relief. But I think it's all said and done, it makes the reunion even more special. You know, it's an imperfect career, just like an imperfect life. But I'm proud of the things I've done and where I am in my life, and I'm okay with that. That's good enough. But it's like, you know, that little kid from southern Mississippi and in the deep South who defied all the odds and not only made it. Are you kidding me? I'm Hall of Fame. I've owned every passing record, not only good, but bad there is to own. And I take pride in both. Are you kidding me? Who ran the wishbone? But hey, it can happen.
You always seem to be at your best when there was a lot of noise around you, things going on in your life. And yet, since you've walked away, we haven't seen a lot of you. We usually end this show by saying what's next. By way of saying what's next, the family stuff I get. Are we going to see more of Brett Favre going forward?
Well, I'm at a point in my life where I know some of you probably say, well, I see his face on commercials all the time. It's good money. I don't know what else to tell you. So, but
there's no apologizing for that. We're good. It's.
I would love to coach. I think I could do a really good job.
You're coaching kids.
I coached high school kids for 2 years.
Would
won a
you
state
coach?
Championship. I don't know if I'd coach pros. I don't think I would. I really feel like not all, but most listen at the high school level. And you're getting them before they're corrupted, if that makes sense. They're not making money. They're not trying to get commercials. They're not trying to, they don't think, you know, some think they know it all, but you're getting them raw. And I really felt like I did it. You know, people say, I bet those kids loved it. After about the second day, I'll be honest with you, they were like, Coach is an asshole. I chewed their ass. but I also built them up. And I'm going to tell you the truth. When you play well, you play well. When you could have played better, I'm going to tell you. And I'll put my arm around you and tell you I'm extremely proud of you. So that's you know.
That's the mix of Irv and Bonita, right? That's the,
yeah,
you can do better.
And yeah,
well, let me
absolutely.
put my arm around you and tell you I love you. We have fun questions to end
All right,
this
let's
thing.
do it.
You ready? It's kind of a would you rather right away. Would you rather walk across the country or kayak across the ocean?
Walk across the country. I like my feet on solid ground.
You don't want to be in a kayak?
Not across the ocean, I don't.
I'm with you. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Probably pause. Yeah, you know.
In life now. You know what I mean? Like, I could see you, if you could pause life in the NFL and you could stop it,
Well,
and you could evaluate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You know, and that's there's a lot of ways you can answer that question, and a lot of ways you can analyze it. If you change one thing, you disrupt so many others. You know, maybe by going back and changing one thing, your kids are not born, or you don't know. As much as I would like to have some things changed, there's others that absolutely 100% I wouldn't want changed, and that they may interfere.
Last question, and then we'll say goodbye. What scares you? What keeps you up at night?
No matter what you do, you can eat great, you can exercise, you can take all the vitamins you want, but you get old, and it's been a pretty good run, you know. Unfortunately, it's got to end someday, you know. But that's kind of what I don't know if it scares me, but it's just kind of
lurking.
It's kind of lurking, you know. Some people worry about, you know, I got bags under my eyes, or I don't. As long as I can kind of do what I normally do, I like to do, I can suffer through the crow's feet. I'm not sure if crow's feet are here or here. Yeah. Me and you, Botox together.
Let's do it. 2 for 1.
Who cares? Who cares? You know, that was the other thing. People said, something's weird about you. And I'm like, it's because I can't blink? What gives away Botox?
How in the hell are you not on television?
I am right now.
Hey, you know, I'm supposed to remain neutral in the booth. I get the grief for that all over the country because of what I do. But I can tell this audience and anybody watching at home, covering professional athletes that I've been doing for a long time now, over 20 years, I have never covered a more exciting or a more genuine person than Brett Favre. This is a Hall of Famer, a champion, and a role model. And I really believe that. Thank you for spending your time out here. Ladies and gentlemen, Brett Favre. Thank you.
Thank you.